The Kruger for German tourists, a luxury getaway awaits. The Kruger for German tourists continues to be one of the most sought after and one of the most rewarding long-haul destinations. South Africa has long held a special place in the hearts of European travelers of all kinds. And of all South Africa's wildlife destinations, the Kruger National Park is the safari destination of choice for many German travelers. The flights to South Africa are straightforward, and there are plenty of safari options that'll bring you from the city to the Kruger in less than 4 hours. Aside from accessibility, the Kruger is well known for being home to the iconic Big Five animals, which roam most of the areas of the park in big enough numbers that you'll certainly catch sight of at least a few of the species. The Kruger is also most welcoming for both first-timers and seasoned safari-goers, with excellent infrastructure, self-drive options, luxury packages, and guided experiences. While travelers from Germany with prior experience of traveling through Africa might know what to expect, those new to the continent often find planning overwhelming amid the flood of online info. To simplify things and help you put together a safari you'll dream about for years to come, we've put together a quick guide to the Kruger for German tourists need to know about visiting this iconic conservation area. Think of this as your clear, confident starting point for exploring this wildlife wonderland. Why is South Africa so popular with German tourists? South Africa is so popular with German travelers because there'll always be something rather dreamy about traveling to Africa. And it absolutely does not hurt that the country is well organized and has excellent infrastructure when compared to the rest of Africa. The country runs on efficient systems, there's clear signage, mostly great roads, some of the best organic fresh foods, welcoming people, and excellent places to stay. On top of all of that, the country is a natural beauty, and there are several places where you can enjoy world-class wildlife viewing. Some places are in the most luxurious settings too. German tourists, in particular, who tend to appreciate precise planning and having meaningful experiences, love to visit South Africa because it caters to both. Add to that the favorable exchange rates, high-quality cuisine, excellent wines, and a climate that feels like a little slice of heaven, especially if you are planning your trip to escape the European winter, and you'll have a hard time not seeing why South Africa is so popular. The Kruger for German tourists has everything you'd get from a holiday to South Africa, plus a whole lot more. What are the best Kruger lodges for German tourists? It is difficult to say which are the best because, although each of the lodges in and around the Kruger is spectacular in every way, each is also, in one way or another, rather different. You'll have so many options to choose from. Some are rustic, some are luxurious in the stereotypical sense of the word, some are busy, and some are secluded. One thing that all of the luxury lodges in and around the Kruger have in common is that they are built around privacy and designed to give guests plenty of space, making each lodge like an oasis in the bush. These are not crowded hotels, they are intimate retreats where suites often have private verandas that look out over riverbeds or watering holes. German travelers who appreciate precision and consistency will find that these values are reflected in lodges that run like clockwork, but still have that warm and relaxed atmosphere to remind them that they are on holiday. If your dream Kruger holiday is one Treffen vor Luxus, private concessions such as Sabi Sands and Timbavati are particularly well suited to those kinds of safaris. Lodges here employ highly trained rangers, many of whom have years of experience hosting European guests, and many even speak the language. The lodges in these areas are also known for their fine dining, excellent wine lists, and spa treatments. For Kruger for German tourists, these lodges deliver exactly what is expected, and often a little more. How long do you need in the Kruger? Although all of the trappings like spa treatments, scrumptious foods, and private game drives certainly add something special to a holiday in the Kruger, time is the real luxury. Because of the scale of the wildlife populations within the park, you will, without a doubt, see a lot of wildlife during a short stay, but 3 to 4 nights is the bare minimum recommended for a meaningful Kruger experience. This is enough time for guests to make the most of their morning and afternoon game drives, enjoy unhurried meals, and absorb the atmosphere of the bush. Anything shorter than that, and it can feel as though you are sprinting through the park. If you are traveling all the way from Germany, you have already made the tiring long journey south, so you should plan at least 6 or 7 nights in the park to make your trip really worthwhile. This length of time will treat you to an abundance of wildlife encounters, as well as time to kick your feet up at the lodge. It'll also give you space to be spontaneous and flexible, should the weather turn bad. The Kruger for German tourists works best when the itinerary is not rushed, particularly if you are booking one of the premium African tours, which have been designed specifically to give you maximum comfort. Can you combine the Kruger with a Cape Town tour? A Kruger safari pairs beautifully with Cape Town tour, and this combination is one of the most requested itineraries by German travelers. The difference between the two destinations is what makes it such a vibe. The bush is quiet and naturally beautiful, while the mother city is characterized by the coastal scenery, art galleries, mountain views, and has some of the best restaurants in the Southern Hemisphere. There are daily flights between the Kruger region and Cape Town, making it easy to move from the Safari Lodge to a boutique hotel in a single day. Many luxury African holidays are structured this way and can be booked to include both of these popular destinations to give you the best of wildlife, culture, cuisine, and city lights. For Kruger for German tourists, this pairing will give you a well-rounded journey that satisfies both your curiosity and your desire for comfort. What animals are found in the Kruger? The Kruger is home to one of the most impressive concentrations of wildlife on the continent. From the moment you enter the park, you can expect to have regular sightings of the park's 147 mammal species, 500 plus bird species, reptiles, amphibians, and more. To give a quick idea about what animals are found in the Kruger, you'll likely see elephant, super abundant, and often the first big sighting. Herds roam widely, but they're especially common along rivers like the Olifants and Letaba in the central/northern areas, or near waterholes throughout. Buffalo. Massive herds are a highlight, and you can often see them trekking to water, especially in the central and northern regions near rivers like Xingwetsi or Sabia. Lion. The Kruger has one of the highest densities anywhere. Prime spots to see lions include the open grasslands around Satara and Skukuza in the central/southern. Leopard. Elusive and solitary, they often hide in dense riverine bush. The highest chances of seeing one are along rivers like the Sabi or Xingwetsi, and your best chance is to visit one of the private reserves bordering the park, like Sabi Sands. Rhino, white more common, black rarer in Shire. Most of the park's white rhinos are in the south and are often spotted near water sources around Skukusa, Lower Sabi, or Malilane. Giraffe, zebra, impala, and other antelopes. These are seen everywhere, but thickets and plains in the south and central areas will give you the best sightings. Impala herds are often followed by predators, hippo, and crocodile. To see them, visit the permanent rivers like Sabi, Olifants, or Letaba, especially at dawn/dusk when they're active. Other predators, cheetah, mostly seen in the central and northern areas, African wild dog, and spotted hyena. The Kruger for German tourists hoping to see birds is an especially wonderful destination. Bird life includes a myriad of species, from those gorgeous lilac-breasted rollers and cheeky hornbills at rest camps to fish eagles, with their distinctive call. The park's open savannas, river systems, and expert guides, or self-drive freedom, make sightings easier than in most safari destinations, even more so if you are traveling in the dry season. And there you have it, our guide to the Kruger for German tourists. The Kruger National Park is one destination every traveler with a love for Africa should take the time to visit. As the world becomes more developed, the Kruger is a pocket of land that is being lovingly preserved so that travelers like yourself can walk in a place that is the closest we'll get to Eden.